Welcome everyone to today's explainer. I am so pumped you're here because today we are tackling a topic that literally flips conventional trading wisdom totally on its head. We're diving deep into the probability behind trading success. We're going to deconstruct exactly why so many beginner traders end up losing money and just getting incredibly frustrated. Usually it's because they're exhaustively chasing this ultimate holy grail of the market, which they mistakenly believe is the ability to predict the future. So let's just dive right into this. Where is the market going next? I mean, if you've ever looked at a financial chart, you have almost certainly asked yourself this exact question, right? It's the fundamental, yet completely flawed, starting point for almost every amateur out there. People spend thousands of hours, and honestly, sometimes thousands of dollars, just looking for some magical indicator that's going to tell them exactly what the very next move in the market will be. It's an exhausting way to operate, and spoiler alert, it almost always ends in frustration and empty accounts.
But here is the massive, contrarian truth we really need to establish right out of the gate. Professionals don't care. Yep, you heard me. Professional traders, the ones consistently pulling millions of dollars out of the market year after year, do not try to predict the next market move. They simply do not care what the very next thing to happen is. They aren't psychics, and they really aren't trying to be.
Which brings us to section 1, the prediction myth. We really need to unpack why trying to guess the next market move is just an absolute fool's errand. Think about it. If you're basing your financial success on your ability to guess what millions of other human beings and complex computer algorithms are going to do in the next 5 minutes, well, you're setting yourself up for failure. It's like looking at the amateur trader as a gambler. The gambler walks right up to the roulette wheel and tries to predict the very next spin. They're guessing, is it going to be red or black? Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose, but it's entirely based on luck and trying to predict an independent, isolated event. Now, flip that and consider casino operations. The casino absolutely does not care if the next spin is red or black. They don't try to predict it at all. Instead, they rely entirely on a mathematical edge and long-term probability. Fun fact here, a casino's edge on roulette is often less than 6%. They don't need some massive edge. They just know that over 1 million spins, that tiny consistent math guarantees they'll make a profit. Amateurs act like the gambler. Professionals, they act like the casino.
Let's move into section 2, probability over prediction.
And this brings us to the core thesis of our explainer today. Professional trading is not about having a crystal ball. Not at all. It is a repeatable, math-based game of probabilities. It's about shifting your entire mindset from the micro, that next single event, to the macro, a large series of events. The absolute crucial point here is this. You can't know the next candle, but you can know if a strategy works over 200 plus trades. You've got to let go of this burning need to be right on a single coin toss. Success in this arena is all about succeeding over a long-term distribution. It's looking at hundreds of trades and fully trusting that your mathematical edge is going to play out over time, regardless of whether trade number 42 or trade number 87 is a winner or a loser.
Which leads perfectly into section 3, the profitability formula.
Okay, so we've talked about the broader concept of probability, but now we actually need to look at the math framework itself. This is the exact formula that allows pros to make millions without needing an ounce of psychic ability. 40%. Now, for most people, a 40% win rate sounds absolutely terrible. If you got a 40 on a math test in school, you failed, right? But in the world of professional trading, a 40% win rate can actually make you incredibly wealthy. I really want that to sink in for a second. You can literally be wrong the majority of the time. You can lose 60% of your trades and still be a highly, highly profitable trader. So how on earth is that mathematically possible? Well, the secret sauce here is a 3-to-1 reward to risk ratio. The profitability formula is essentially just your reward to risk multiplied by your probability. So if your winning trades heavily outweigh your losing trades, your win rate can be shockingly low. A 3-to-1 ratio simply means that when you do lose, you lose 1 unit of risk, but when you win, you make 3 units of reward.
Let's actually prove the math on this. Imagine we're comparing a 40% win rate strategy that has a 3-to-1 reward against an 80% win rate strategy with a very low reward over 10 hypothetical trades. Let's say our 40% trader risks $100 per trade. Over 10 trades, they have 6 losers, which costs them $600. But they have 4 winners, and at 3-to-1, they make $300 on each. 4 times 300 is $1,200. Subtract that 600 in losses, and they walk away with $600 in pure profit. Okay, now consider the 80% win rate trader, but they have poor risk management. Maybe they're risking $300 to make just $100. Over 10 trades, they win 8 times, making $800. Awesome, right? But wait, their 2 losers cost them $600 total, so they walk away with only $200 in profit. The trader who was literally wrong most of the time vastly outperformed the trader who was right 80% of the time. Crazy, right?
All right, Section 4, Building an Edge, the actionable strategy. So we know the math now, but how do we actually execute this in the real world? How do we build a strategy that puts those exact probabilities in our favor so we can act like the casino? Well, it all comes down to something called the if-then filter stack. Remember, an edge in the market is not created by guessing. It's created by stacking strict conditional rules. You are essentially building a filter that says, I will only risk my hard-earned capital if, and only if, a very specific set of conditions are met. This is exactly how you identify high-probability setups without ever needing to guarantee what the future holds. Let's look at how this builds into a linear 4-step conditional stack. Step 1, if the price is above the 50 EMA. Step 2, and the overall market structure is bullish. Step 3, and the price pulls back to a solid level of support. Step 4, then and only then look for a bullish candlestick to actually enter the trade. Do you see how methodical that is? Professionals wait patiently for all of these specific conditions to perfectly align. If even one single step is missing, they just don't trade. They literally do nothing. They simply wait for the next opportunity where the probabilities are stacked heavily in their favor. Moving right along to Section 5, Mastering Trading Psychology. Now, here is the incredibly fascinating paradox about everything we've just covered today. The math of probability, it's incredibly simple, but the mental discipline required to actually execute it, that is without a doubt the absolute hardest part of trading. To let the math actually work in your favor, you have to master a few very strict psychological rules. First, you must genuinely expect losing trades. Remember that 40% win rate? Losing is a mathematical certainty, not some reflection of your self-worth. Second, you have to keep those losses small. Do not let one bad emotional trade ruin the math for everything else. Third, let your winners do the heavy lifting to achieve that 3-to-1 or higher reward. And finally, walk away from the screen. Seriously, once your conditions are met and the trade is placed, stepping away requires immense discipline, but it absolutely stops you from emotionally interfering with that probability distribution. Ultimately, there really isn't just one right way to do this. You can be a high win rate trader, or you can be a high reward to risk trader. The huge takeaway here is that you absolutely must match your trading strategy to your own unique personality. If you're someone who just absolutely hates being wrong, well, you might need a strategy with a higher win rate, even if that means the reward ratio is smaller. But if you don't mind being wrong frequently, as long as the payouts are huge when you are right, then you want that high reward to risk path. Both are entirely profitable, provided you stick to the math and do not rely on prediction. So I want to leave you with this final, somewhat provocative question. What is your reward to risk? I really challenge you today to completely stop trying to predict the market. Just stop guessing. Instead, sit down, look at your strategy, and calculate your own real metrics. Are you acting like the gambler right now, or are you operating like the casino? Build your if-then stack, figure out your true mathematical edge, and let probability do the heavy lifting for you. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I truly hope this completely changes how you look at the charts next time you open them up.